legend.
And Cena's looking to make even more history in his farewell tour.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Big Match John is back where he belongs, at the showcase of immortals.
A name he definitely earned. He competed for the WWE Championship in 7 consecutive WrestleManias.
Since then, Cena has had epic clashes with the likes of The Rock, The Undertaker, and Bray Wyatt.
Now, he's already cemented himself as a WrestleMania icon, but I see many more WrestleMania moments in Cena's future.
And I think we're going to see one more here tonight. The Queen has arrived.
Behold, Her Majesty.
And his opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Well, I think we can all make a very strong argument that Charlotte Flair is Miss WrestleMania.
A title the Queen has earned, from breaking Asuka's streak to the first ever women's main event, winning the NXT title. There's nothing the Queen can't do on the grandest stage of them all.
What a presence.
When you talk about the mountaintop in this business, you are talking about Charlotte Flair.
Truly in a league of her own in WWE and showing no signs of letting up.
The WWE Universe has witnessed...
Uh-oh, Dragon Sleeper applied. This could be it.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Gotta hurt. DDT.
Elbow drop.
Piercing. Eludes the attack.
Oh, what a clothesline.
He's quick to get out of the way there.
Clothesline. Big back body drop.
Oh, you see the height on that?
Oh, for the bionic elbow. To the small of their back.
Oh, tossed hard into the ring post.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Getting back into the ring now. In a well-timed counter.
Neck is trapped.
Necklock suplex. Flair is falling behind now.
Cena is certainly getting that fierce look in his eyes.
Byron, what do you see as the most important factor in the early goings of a 2 out of 3 falls match?
It's got to be staying cautious, Michael. Maybe even overly so. The last thing you want to do is rush into things and make a mistake that ends up putting you behind immediately.
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me.
Cena giving us all the taste of one of the
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
Uh-oh. She managed to avoid that offense.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Backbreaker. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Oof.
Oh, right in the solar plexus.
That just knocked him a bit off balance.
Yeah, Charlotte was really showing off her unmatched skill.
She continues to fight off her opponent.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Charlotte has flight in mind.
Looking as locked in as ever. I think we know what's coming.
Look out! All the way to the outside.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Whip back into the ring.
Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her opponent right here. Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four, head scissor.
Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken.
One to the abdomen gets them out of that.
Charlotte turning the tide to her favor.
John has to find an opening and respond.
And outside she goes. What's her plan here?
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here. Oh no, a sledgehammer. Better call paramedics right now.
He's headed out to the ringside area. He'll make his way to the ring.
Oof.
Bam! She flipped that attack around.
And Charlotte continuing to execute her game plan to devastating results.
Beautiful execution based on smart planning.
And slides back into the ring. What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you. Hard to imagine there's much left in the tank.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Natural selection. Does Charlotte cap this off?
She's going under the ring now.
Once she gets going with that kendo stick, this match could be over real fast.
Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
Charlotte displaying all of her ability.
This is the type of big match we expect.
John Cena looking to end this.
Two adjustment.
That might topple the Queen.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. Not a position you want to be in.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. Oh, Charlotte Flair setting up into it.
Clothesline. Amazing.
Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now. Oh, he slipped out of harm's way. This packed house is going absolutely nuts.
They don't want this match to end.
Stuffing the chair between the top and middle rope.
Well-placed knee drop to the skull.
And now the hunter has a weak prey about to pounce.
And now headed to the outside. And back into the ring she goes. Lift it up. What's next? Oh, right across the throat. John Cena looking for you can't see me.
5-knuckle shuffle. Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied. Charlotte Flair trapped.
A single leg camel clutch and a great counter. What a counter. Beautiful suplex.
Boom! Connects with the kick. Cena locking it in. STF up.
STF. STF. No. Well-placed elbow is a key to escape.
Ooh. Oh, what's going to happen here?
Look out.
Exploder suplex. She's choosing to leave the ring now.
And evades the attack.
Boom! Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
From way up through the air.
It connects.
The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Oh, man, right into the steel steps. Well, you know what they say. If all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So her opponent better scram.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. And now gets tossed into the ring. Stomping down.
Whoa, that was a stiff chair shot to the dome. She's able to...
Oh, bounced off the ropes. Taken down. This is an incredible comeback. This superstar was down and out moments ago, but back in this match.
What resiliency we are seeing on display.
Cena being the aggressor.
Charlotte's got to find a way to put her...
What's he looking to do here?
TF submission applied.
John Cena. The pun did it.
The pain's too great. That's it. The WWE faithful communicating in no uncertain terms. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and natural selection. Goes to the well.
Look at this, Byron.
Goes to the forehead, scissor drip.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. Setting up for something here.
Oh, snake eyes caving in their face.
Oh, God. And Cena continues to push through.
Here's where Charlotte's ability to endure could get called into question.
Blistering shoulder block.
And here's John Cena.
The 5-knuckle shuffle.
Oh, and soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Charlotte Flair. Is she going to tap out?
I think it's only a matter of time before the Queen taps.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. Boom!
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
A show of confidence from John Cena.
Shot with the spear.
She's getting something from under the ring.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs. Disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut.
At the front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Weapon in hand, just toying with her now. He's able to dodge out of the way.
Got them off their feet here.
Big ending!
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Steered it. Flair delivering the chop.
Natural selection by
Look at this, Byron. Figure four head silver, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
After everything he's been through, will he give in right? Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
Oh, ouch. What a raucous crowd community.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
She looks like she's struggling for air here.
Yeah, those focused attacks to her core are going to do that.
He gets back into the ring. A bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
And now the panic is setting in. She's on the
Bear hug. Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is. He quickly gets out of dodge.
Cena, look at this power. Onto his shoulders. Attitude adjustment.
Is that what it takes?
You're doing here, Corey.
The colossal clutch. The Queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Climbing to the top rope here.
From the top, the leader of the C Nation.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. This is not where she wants to be. She has to fight out of this.
Will she tap? Can she?
There's the tap. There's the tap.
Here is your winner, the Great.
It's a submission match. That means the only way to win the match is to make your opponent submit. You have to target a body part, right, Corey?
Yeah, you got to be incredibly focused on a particular body part and continue to target that body part.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission.
Nice escape.
Needed a gut, create separation.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Oh, shit breaker. Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Uh-oh. Saved by a leg sweep there.
Into the knee drop.
She's heading outside the ring now. She's taking things back into the ring. Oh, jeez. Nice hip toss.
Sidewalk slam.
Producing a trampling. As someone who has competed in this kind of match, what's the key to success here, Corey?
Pacing yourself. 2 out of 3 falls matches are lengthy and grueling. As the old saying goes, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, man.
She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
He's already feeling the damage of Extreme Rules. I hope he prepared for more of this.
Back into the ring here.
Hooked up.
Oh, shit breaker. He's making his way to ringside now. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
He's got a sledgehammer. Oh, man. This is not going to end well.
Counters.
He got out of dodge just in time. Look at the power from Cena.
Cena with a face buster.
Last second knee to the face there.
Has control of their opponent, delivers the fall-away slam. Hey, nice athleticism. Evil intentions swirling as she gets ready to go to work with that hammer.
Driving the elbow.
On jelly legs, about to stumble head first into danger. Ooh, sharp elbow.
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
2 Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Slugging away with everything they've got.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
2 fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. Went into the corner. What could be next?
The second time, standing moonsault.
That may have been pretty to look at, but I can guarantee you.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection.
Bow to the crown, it's over.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
Ooh.
And Cena is taking out a lot of offense now.
Cena needs to find some energy fast.
A reversal. He saw that coming. Oh, look at this. Tremendous resilience shown by the superstar. In complete control of this match.
Incredible momentum being built here by this superstar.
Victory could be imminent.
Boom. That puts her on the offensive.
And stays one step ahead. Slam down.
Waiting to strike. Brace for impact. What a beaut. Turns that into a suplex.
And this one might be headed ringside. He gets into the ring. And a big boot by Charlotte.
And avoids taking any damage.
Every counter being answered with another. Takes him to the knee. Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
Laying into the arm. Big time.
A striking blow.
Charlotte
Charlotte demanding respect from her subjects in attendance.
Got out of the way that time.
Muscles up their opponent. Been driven down with Emerald Flosion. From the top, the leader of the C-Nation.
Cena just threw every ounce of power he has into that move. You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Charlotte Flair. Trying to get out of the submission. And does.
He avoids the contact.
Feed off the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock. And Cena is firing up the crowd here.
Lifts their opponent's legs. That's a free fall. And Charlotte on the receiving end of even more offense. All of Charlotte. Cena has his opponent up, repositioned
For the AA!
and that could doom Charlotte.
The colossal clutch! The colossal clutch!
Complete control here. Has her with nowhere. Look at counters. Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. German suplex.
The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
Ooh, and fights back.
John Cena.
Hey! Cena connected there. You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. The Queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Oh! She knew how to evade that. Clothesline! So effective. And the man many consider the greatest of all time playing to the crowd. Got out of the way. Oh! What energy in this arena tonight. I'm getting goosebumps.
And the Queen hits a spear.
Just provoking her opponent, daring her to make the first move.
Look at John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Hooked up in the corner. The Exploder.
Bang into the corner. Flair now is dictating the pace.
Charlotte isn't holding anything back.
He's able to avoid.
We're about to see it. Attitude adjustment. Charlotte is in.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. She's fully locked into submission now. Does she have the will to break this hold? We have a tap out.
Gosh. Foot to the midsection.
Well-placed punch, ugly, but effective. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Bigger forehead saver draining up.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does. Drop kick. Deep into this battle, and Cena is still doling out damage.
Cena knows he can't let up at this point. This is when he's at his best.
Face first.
Cena letting his opponent know who's in charge here. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Knuckles jumble.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Charlotte Flair trapped in the submission. Cole, can the Queen hang on?
No. Nice escape. He counters with a great reversal. German suplex.
Shows great wherewithal there.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target. Up high. Body from the top.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Nice running crossbody.
He gets a nasty chop delivered by Charlotte, followed by natural selection. Look at this, Byron. Figure four head scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Perfectly executed submission hold. Locked in.
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Isolating the arm.
Oh no, eyes on the target. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart. Gets out of the way of that one.
Yokes up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam delivered.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
Able to save herself. The Queen is looking to put this thing away.
Figure four locked in. She's got a bridge, Corey. Figure. Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here. Getting this sledgehammer has emboldened her.
Oh, just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
All these attacks on his torso, on his ribs, it's got to be hard for him to breathe right now.
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection.
That could end Cena right now.
Incoming!
Oh my gosh! Corkscrew senton!
Sharp elbow. Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Cena having trouble getting his bearings.
Byron, I love this move. One of my favorites.
Modified surfboard. Nice. What a face buster.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
Here's Cena. To an adjustment.
Is that going to decide it for Cena?
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
The hold is just getting tighter. She has to escape somehow. Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the Charlotte Flair steps through. Here we go. Figure eight. And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her. He just flipped the script there.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Look at this. This can't be good. Lands face first.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that. Oh, man.
Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring. Pendulum clothesline. Amazing.
John Cena. This is vintage Cena.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
This is the worst spot she can be in.
Has to think of something fast or she'll be forced to tap.
Nice escape.
Got the front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Uh-oh. Stops the incoming attack with a knee to the face.
Big back body drop. Fisherman suplex. Nice. And she quickly turned that around.
You saw that one coming.
Clothesline.
Well, that'll leave a mark.
Charlotte Flair tying up her opponent in the figure four leg lock. Can she exacerbate the pain?
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap. Would you look at that? The Queen allowing the WWE Universe to take it all in, to experience the glory that is her presence.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Attitude adjustment. And that could doom Charlotte.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. The Queen.
Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken.
Way to avoid that.
Hoisted up high here. Scoop slam.
Reversal into a DDT. Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her opponent right here.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see. She's just begging her to come at her now.
Basically hammering her opponent into the floor. Timed his defense perfectly.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
Lands the crossbody.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring.
Handspring clothesline.
John Cena feeding off the WWE Universe as he so often has.
Boom! She dodges out of the way. Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection. Delivered again. Just end it now.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. He is struggling to find an escape, but
she releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Wrapping the arm over that top rope, punishing their opponent. Textbook fall-away slam.
evades the attack. Cena has his opponent up, repositioned.
Attitude adjustment.
Does Cena put...
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. Submission locked in. She's holding on with everything she's got. Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
Here is your winner,
And this Extreme Rules match is underway, the kind of match that can make or break careers.
It's certainly a moment of truth for many superstars. An opportunity to display one's toughness and barbaric side.
Counter, saw it coming.
Got the single arm under.
Suplex.
This is just ridiculous. Look at the power. This is downright superhuman.
Into a gut-wrench suplex. I do not see this match going on much longer with too many more moves like that from them.
You have got to be in elite physical condition to pull off something like that. Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Got drilled with a devastating knee strike. Boom!
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Oh, elbow to the face. And he counters. Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
No escape from these punches.
Bruising attack to the stomach.
And she reversed it.
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
Now heading outside.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Connects. Saw it coming. Obviously, a deep knowledge of technical wrestling is needed in the submission match, but Corey, what keys to victory might not be so obvious?
Ring awareness, Cole. Knowing how far you are from the ropes at all times could be your saving grace. Even if it's a no disqualification situation, those ropes can still provide much needed leverage.
Forearm club.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Oh my, turn that around and spike them. Oh, that'll weaken your arm. She reverses and creates an opportunity. A leg drop, bulldog.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
And she's coming back to the ring now.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
Punching their way out of that one. Shoulder tackle. Oh, man, we all know what's coming here. DDT. And she just avoided some serious damage.
Stunning offense from the utterly superior Charlotte Flair.
Maneuvers out of the way.
John Cena.
Powerbomb from Cena.
She's starting to wear down here.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
Targets the gut to end the offense. High level ability. John Cena looking to end it. Attitude adjustment.
Charlotte is in trouble.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. Michael Cole, the Queen, could be...
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
And with the submission locked in,
a single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
Things are heading ringside now.
She's looking for something under the ring to even her odds here.
A table. The WWE Universe is going wild.
Back into the ring she comes.
Cena.
A diving leg drop by Cena. Looking to explore things ringside now.
Oh, boy, come on, not the chair.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
Oh, no. Someone call the orthodontist.
And Charlotte displaying this kind of demeanor must be an inherited trait. Clothesline. She was ready with the counter.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and natural selection.
The Queen. Look at this fire. Figure four head saver draining all the energy out of the opposition. Can John Cena find a way?
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done. Boom!
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
Alley-oop.
Oh, man.
Charlotte is looking unstoppable now. Flair is making the opposition back.
Ducks out of the way, off the ropes, and a big shoulder tackle. Not done yet. Ducks up and down with a slam.
Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing.
Not looking good. In this position. Gets slammed down. Might be going high risk here. Oh! You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up high.
Whoa! What a landing!
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing... The Queen looking to finish things off. Here's the figure four.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Sliding into the ring now.
Nothing Charlotte loves more than to gloat and say, I told you so.
And she'll back it up soon enough. Bam!
Uh-oh, trouble might be coming our way.
Quick, Saxton, get under the table to protect yourself.
Good idea.
The WWE Universe is showing their appreciation for the action they're seeing.
It has been an absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not lost on this crowd.
Inverted suplex.
And what's he looking for here?
And now with him going for the table, we're just in straight-up appetite for destruction territory here.
And he heads back into the ring. I don't know what they're looking for here.
Oh, man. Now she's scheming to introduce her opponent to a table.
Oh, look at the power now. I can't believe this. Look at that. Oh, my God. Off the apron to the floor hard.
Measured up and first drop.
Cena strikes with a huge maneuver.
The assignment was to come correct. His opponent may just have failed.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
Up high. Look out below. from all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor. Settling on the kendo stick. No good can come from this. Ooh. She's just teasing her with that device of destruction. Looks like he knew what was coming up. Jarring punch.
And here's John Cena. Kick to the midsection.
Here we go.
Is that what it takes to beat Charlotte?
That is the confidence of John Cena. The confidence you have when you are the face that runs the place. Steering clear there.
Oh my God, what an elbow. All eyes focused on this absolute war. It doesn't get more masterful than this.
Sent into the stairs. That'll stop anybody.
A handstand into a double knee drop.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Tossed back into the ring.
John Cena's fired up and wants this crowd to know it.
Countered right when it was needed.
Golly! Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection. Look at this, Byron. Big forehead scissor draining all the...
Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the full impact. Here's Cena. Good adjustment from Cena.
Nothing, Charlotte.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Is hope fading? Is this how the night will end for her?
Looking less like a question and more...
So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Just thrown away.
She's getting that table right where she wants it.
She clearly has something in mind. You want this fight on the outside.
Back into the ring now.
John Cena. Busting out the heavy artillery once again.
Rising up on spaghetti legs. This is not where you want to be. Uh-oh.
She countered that into her own offense.
Uh-oh.
In position, waiting for an opening.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural select. Look at this, Byron. Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. I'm not sure.
Tap out. Tap out.
Ooh. Hoisted up. Explosion. Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
Oh, my goodness! Stops that offense from connecting.
The crowd is behind Charlotte, and she knows it.
Drop kick!
Drops the elbow. Looks like John Cena is locked in on his opponent.
She'll take things into the ring.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Big time escape right there.
Oof. These superstars must be feeding on the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock.
And what's she gonna do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's gonna do, Saxton?
He connects with a counter.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off. Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
That can make an opening for her.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Got this one locked in extra tight. This might be.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. And Charlotte displaying this kind of demeanor must be an inherited trait.
She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Anticipated that. Caught with that sharp elbow. Oh, what a chop block.
Cena has no control here.
Cena's just trying to weather the storm.
He's searching for something.
He grabs the chair. Now would be a good time to run. Oh, an inverted backbreaker.
Ow! Just cranking the head. That's how you wear down your opponent.
Ooh! Looks like she's heading back into the ring.
Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out. Whoa!
High-risk cross body.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark. Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
Oh, whipped right into the post.
Watch out! With authority! Oh, strong impact!
And she anticipated what was coming.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it. Cena, get ready. You can't see me.
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. We know John Cena never give.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
He gets out of the way.
Ooh. Boom, what a punch.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off.
That cannot be what that table was meant for. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
So focused on just pummeling the leg there.
Alley-oop!
Oh boy, Byron, it's time for your favorite thing.
I'm ready, Corey. Are you? Are you ready for the five-knuckle shuffle? Five-knuckle shuffle.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Just wrenching away.
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
It looks like she wants to take this match outside.
The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
Countering that offense. And now thrown back into the ring.
From the top.
Cena looking to put this thing away.
The STF's in. Submission move for Cena.
Cena cranking back.
Taps out.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
And he gets directed into the corner. Heading up top.
High risk. Here we go.
No moonsault.
Great adjustment.
What's she looking for under the ring?
Okay, this could be too much. A sledgehammer? Really? Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer. And this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off.
Force the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Got the front face lock applied. Nice suplex. Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Charlotte's keeping the pressure up.
Charlotte's really turning it up, that's for sure.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Able to... Uh-oh! You saw that coming.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off.
Goodness gracious, destruction everywhere.
Oh, kick right to the knee. And Cena's starting to falter here.
Cena has to find a way to reassert himself.
The crowd is behind Charlotte, and she knows it. And he avoids what was coming.
Cena powering up his opponent into position.
Escapes out of that attack.
Yokes up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam delivered. the back of the neck.
It's that time again. Time for the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. This hold is locked in tight. Applying the pressure now.
She's holding on for dear life. Tap out.
Here is your winner, the
Corey, how crucial is it to score the first fall in this match?
Well, there's really no other way you want to start this match because then your opponent has the total of winning 2 consecutive falls.
Think of the psychological advantage a competitor enjoys going up 1-0. There's nothing like having momentum on your side.
Now, foot, meet back. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Boom. Striking with a knee. Big match, John.
Cena putting himself in the driver's seat.
Lands a timely reversal.
Charlotte showing she's not out of it.
The U-turn Charlotte needed in this match could have been that right there.
She's bringing the fight outside. With the counter. And there's the Uranagi. Planted them. Elbow to the gut for that effort.
Everyone has an opinion about the best strategy in a 2 out of 3 falls match, but you can't overthink it. Strategy will only take you so far.
So you recommend a more simple and direct approach?
Yeah, just go pummel the opposition. Earn falls, win. Just getting bounced off the ring post.
Catches a punch.
Kick to the midsection. Sunset flip.
Sunset flip powerbomb.
Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
Ooh, flipped right into the post.
To the jaw. Back into the ring she goes. The Queen now going up.
Looking for the front waist lock.
Been able to block into an arm grab. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Wow, that hurt. We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match. Calculating the next move here.
Takes over for a flapjack. Good golly, Miss Molly. Flair delivering the chop.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
Does Charlotte cap this?
And here we go. The Boston.
Amazing display of leg strength.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
She's ready to take this match to the outside.
Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action. Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing. Ooh, treading all over their opponent. And he now slides back into the ring. Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her.
Cena
Taking a flight to nowhere.
crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk. Boom! She escapes the attack.
Oh, he flips that around.
They're going to wear down their opponent. Oh, with the heel hook stretch.
Drop kick. Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. Broken up with a fist to the face.
Malicious fall-away slam.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Heading back into the ring now. She counters it. Oh, what a response. Ooh.
And now we're seeing firsthand how, love him or hate him, Cena thrives off the WWE Universe.
Bulldog. Charlotte is looking hurt. She's in deep trouble now.
Yeah, she's in a lot more than rough shape here. Devastating maneuver from Cena. Oh, and soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Submission locked in. Could this be it? Are we going to... A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Charlotte with the spear.
That was the brilliant mind of Charlotte on display, working in tandem with her natural, God-given talent.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring.
Fast thinking saved him there. Cena has his opponent up, repositioned.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
A Nick. Ducks underneath. There's a shoulder tackle. Gonna flung it through the air once again with yet another shoulder tackle. Gonna finish this sequence up with a big slam.
This is the type of big match we expect of Charlotte Flair and John Cena. And boy, are they delivering. Fast movement gets her out of the way.
Stalking here. Could be a prelude to something big.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
Look at this, Byron. Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. I'm not sure. John Cena may have no choice.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
He dodges out of danger. Oh, with a clothesline. Evasive maneuvering there.
And he stops that offense. Go driver! He's headed to the top now.
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me!
The colossal clutch! The colossal clutch!
My goodness, look at how tight the submission's locked in.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. No telling what she'll find under the ring here.
She's got a chair and her opponent is in her sights.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring.
Handspring clothesline.
I like this. She's getting a little creative with her offense. Ooh. On trap. Just unloading knees to the body.
And retaliates with a counter.
Cena muscling up his opponent. We know what's next.
Attitude adjustment. But the franchise isn't done yet, Byron.
Round two. The exclamation point. Another AA.
Will that be the decisive?
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. Charlotte Flair trapped in a submission. Cole, can the Queen hang on?
No way. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Nice escape. Point of the elbow, nailed it. A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal.
Impact.
Right in the kisser.
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here. She's got a table and no doubt has some dangerous plans in mind for how to use it.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Ooh, he fends that off. Scaling the turnbuckle here.
From the top, the leader of the C Nation.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Michael Cole, the Queen, could be moments away from submitting. This looks terrible for Charlotte.
There's no way. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Wicked clothesline. John Cena, submission move in. The STF.
STF.
STF. STF.
No.
Well-placed elbow is a key to escape.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection.
Look at this fire.
Figure four head scissor drop.
Will it get countered? Yes. Not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. What a drop kick. Cena off the turnbuckles. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
And as a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables.
This arena has come unglued.
You can feel the foundation shifting with every turn in the match.
And a beautiful swanton.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Hurricanrana.
She had that scouted.
Figure four locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Great ring awareness saved him.
Caught with a clothesline.
Oh my! Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
Up high. Wow!
Cross body! Fends it off. Good counter.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
Has control of their opponent.
Fall away slam into a kip up.
Flair stepping through, has it locked in, figure four. Perhaps looking for the bridge, there it is.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. And this one could be moving to ringside. Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
Turns that way.
Nice running crossbody.
And Cena telling the crowd to watch it.
Oh.
Some agility gets her out of dodge.
A quick reversal from her. Answer that with a knee to the Cena. Looking for the
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping natural selection.
Look at this, Byron. Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition.
It's hooked in deep. His body's overcome with...
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap. Boom! The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Picture-perfect leg snap from Charlotte. The tried-and-true strategy of chopping down the tree by going for the leg. It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch or two.
Yeah, she's definitely got something big planned with this table.
Answered with a stiff uppercut.
Cena going low. Look at that. Into a powerbomb. Here it comes. Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Got a shoulder right to the knee.
Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
She's taking things to the floor here. Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Torturous knee.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Oh, man, come on now. Not a sledgehammer. Oh, no. Driving down with the sledgehammer.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Spear by Charlotte. Ooh, got a clip up.
Charlotte Flair looking to cinch in the figure four leg lock. Can she bridge through?
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
To finish things off.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle.
Ouch. That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner. She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
Sending her up on the top rope.
You know what, guys? I was afraid it was going to get to this point.
Top rope. Superplex.
Face first into the chair.
Boom. Right on target.
No way, no, across the shoulders, not through the table.
Through the table.
That's it.
The table's broken in half. Don't worry, though, there might still be more around here somewhere.
And Cena is in command.
Cena showing that trademark ruthless aggression. You can't see him, but you will feel this.
She wants to take this thing to the outside.
Charlotte demanding respect from her subjects in attendance.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
He's able to...
John Cena!
To the adjustment.
Is that what it takes to beat Charlotte? The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
This could result in a tap out. I don't know how much longer she can hold on here. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Uh-oh, something big is coming. Dominating shoulder tackle. This one's heading to the outside.
He's heading back to the ring. Rising to a vulnerable position. Trouble is looming. Spiked. Waiting to strike. Brace for impact.
That'll turn your lights out. Targeted stop to the arm. Just a continuous rush on Charlotte here.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge.
What a drop kick.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Punch connects. And her head has bared the brunt of most of these attacks.
And they're starting to show their effects. She looks glassy-eyed. Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
Constant pressure being put on by Cena.
And I think Cena's got more in store, too.
Crucial counter there.
John Cena.
To the adjustment.
Is that all Cena needs?
You don't hear Corey.
The colossal clutch. The Queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released.
John Cena looking to close this thing out. STF.
John Cena
Couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Nice escape. Emphatic fall away there. Charlotte Flair setting up into a
Clothesline. Amazing.
The Queen stepping through.
Here's the figure four.
Yeah, now she's got a bridge into the figure eight. If she can do it, she's going to put this one away. And there it is. Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here. Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her opponent right here. Oh, ouch. He almost got caught by that one.
Hoisted up and driven down. Emerald Flosion.
Heading to the outside now. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Counter. He knew just what to do. Up the rope he goes.
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. Charlotte Flair trapped in a submission. Cole, can the Queen hang on?
No tapping out.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
So here we go, Extreme Rules. Basically, anything goes. You can win by...
Uh-oh, Dragon Sleeper applied. This could be it.
Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold. Oh. Sharp punch. She's out of it, guys. Oh, great wherewithal there.
Charlotte Flair trying to fire herself up.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
Put into place.
The ultimate sign of disrespect.
And just in time, he gets out of there.
Action spilling toward us. This is probably a good time to take our things and go.
Inverted suplex.
That hurt.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Shoulder tackle.
Hooked up. Now look at the power. Side slam. Guys, how do you prepare for a 2 out of 3 falls match?
Well, the first thing you have to do is think of this as more of a game of strategy than anything else. A solid strategy is what will keep you from falling victim to a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, game plans can always change in a match like this, but you can't let it fluster you. Just keep looking at this as a strategic battle, which is exactly what it is.
Oh, stomping away.
Running swanton.
Cena has no control here.
Charlotte exhibiting that genetic superiority. And she just flipped the script of this match courtesy of the table.
Moving into the ring. Spine buster. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is.
He's able to counter that. Oh, he gets blasted into the steel steps. Really trying to do everything she can to get back in this.
From behind. Back suplex. Knew what was coming there.
Clothesline.
What impact.
This beating is taking its toll on her.
Yeah, that was that hustle of Cena he's always talking about. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
What a display of strength here. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. She fights back with the counter.
Solely focused on punishing the leg.
Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that.
Caught with the elbow. She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now.
She's back in the ring now.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
He averts the offense.
Range down an elbow for retaliation. Look at that insult to injury with that one. Making a mockery of your opponent could eventually backfire.
Oh, it is trapped now in just a sharp elbow. in the corner now.
Shoulder first. I think the ring just shifted. An onslaught of offense from Flair.
Cena's just trying to weather the storm.
She's heading outside the ring now. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
I guarantee that chair is not going to be used as it was designed for. Dodge is out. Building momentum.
Here's another one coming in. Don't throw a punch. Don't throw a punch.
Mistake. Cena ready to close it out.
You can't see me.
And the 5-knuckle shuffle.
5-knuckle shuffle.
And John Cena proving that he still got it with that move.
Shutting that down with the back elbow.
Spear by the Queen.
This is what true loyalty looks like. Charlotte with an attack worthy of a queen.
Sliding back into the ring.
Look at the lunge to the end of the table.
She knew how to evade that. And the Queen might be hurting after that hit.
And as this match drags on, all that damage is only going to make it harder to fight out of the submission hold.
Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
Being carried around now. Ram face first.
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
Big back body drop. What elevation. Charlotte is losing grasp of this match now.
Cena is certainly getting that fierce look in his eyes.
Cena thinking about ending this.
STF is in. STF is in.
Gotta figure out a way out of this one or it could be over. STF. STF.
No.
Well-placed elbow is the key to escape.
Legs caught.
What a display here. Counters on both sides. Got it in her sights and making clear she's going to make this hurt.
Nice job dodging contact there.
And some effective offense with that one. Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut.
Gets out of dodge. Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural selection.
That could end Cena right now.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
I do not like the looks of this.
That chair is going to be used as a weapon. He manages to slip out of the way.
Charlotte, so impressive, so powerful.
Into a backpack stunner.
This place is going insane.
The ground beneath my feet is shaking.
And they're going shot for shot, more for more. Ooh! Neither competitor is backing down.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Ooh! Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Nothing pretty about this, just a good old Donnybrook here.
That shot ends things.
the sky.
And it's handled from the middle rope.
He gets around the attack. Spear by the Queen. No idea where this one's heading. Shades of the old EC dub as a candlestick is introduced to the proceedings. Oh, predicted what was coming.
Nice running crossbody.
Just tossing that table around like it was nothing.
Running knee. Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale.
Uh-oh. Here it comes, legendary! Sudoku driver. Caught that and reversed it. Reverse back elbow.
So precise.
She's bringing the fight outside.
Would you look at that? The Queen allowing the WWE Universe to take it all in, to experience the glory that is her presence.
Oh! Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage.
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection. Did Charlotte just end this?
Oh, we got that scouted. Cena, look at this power onto his shoulders.
Attitude adjustment. Charlotte is in trouble.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Charlotte Flair, is she going to tap out?
I think it's only a matter of time.
And wait a second, interesting turn of events here.
John Cena looking to end this.
Driving him to the canvas for the attitude adjustment.
Is that the colossal clutch? The colossal clutch.
She's in trouble. How much more can she endure? How much more does she have left?
Putting up.
So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Drop kick.
Beautiful. Able to save herself there.
Wow, what a leg sweep. And Charlotte crushing the knee there.
And what's she gonna do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's gonna do, Saxton?
An elbow will break that up. Gets lifted into position. And an uncanny show of power.
Listen to this place. The WWE Universe erupting for the... Cena powering up his opponent into position for the AA.
And that could doom Charlotte.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. Michael Cole, the Queen, could be moments away from submitting. This looks terrible for Charlotte.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
And he's got the hardwood in hand, and you have to imagine a sinister plan for what comes next.
And now heading back inside the ring. Lifted and completely helpless here. Check your face after that one. She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. She's rummaging around under the ring here.
Oh, boy, she found a kendo stick. This match might just get hard to watch.
This short clothesline hits its mark. And listen to this place.
WWE Universe wants tables. Well, they've got tables.
Planted with a neck breaker.
And he's got cartoon birds swirling over his head right now for sure.
All these attacks to the head. He's going to end up with a lot more than a splitting headache if this match goes on for much longer.
Take off.
All the way down to the floor.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Rising to a vulnerable position. Trouble is looming.
Up high. Cross body. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
From behind. Chop block.
Uranagi. Man, oh man. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
He quickly slides into the ring.
And he clearly knows that as long as he has the kendo stick, he has the power here.
Saw it coming.
Cena. Looking for the AA.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection.
That's finally a...
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissors.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does. Ooh, she puts the brakes on that. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
She goes under the ropes, back inside.
A demeaning gaze painted on Flair's face. He's quick to get out of the way there.
Incoming. Big time powerbomb. Oh.
And she just avoided some serious damage. Able to slip away.
Oh, my Lord. What contact. This is a situation you want to avoid.
Snake eyes.
Cena plans in motion.
Cena from the top, leg drop across the neck.
And yet another from the top, the leader of the C Nation.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
The hold is just getting tighter. She has to escape.
There it is, tapping out. Ooh, merciless looking blow.
But there's been a lot of damage to the head.
Come on, guys. What are we doing here? We gotta end this thing.
Ooh, the C Nation is kind of live.
This is where Charlotte will be tested.
And Charlotte's durability getting challenged again.
The Queen is dealing with a serious threat to her throne here.
She escapes the attack.
Oh, reverse back elbow.
So precise.
Oh, Charlotte Flair. Can she bridge into the figure eight? And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her. Letting us all know she's ready to use that kendo stick.
Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
perfect time.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and natural selection.
The Queen has this wrapped up.
She's bringing the table into play here.
She is done playing around.
Boom! Read that one.
A display of force. Ringer, their opponent in a compromising position, but
Fighting back, however, punches in the midsection. Uh-oh, has to find a way into this.
Boom! Face first.
Right into the ring post. What impact!
this is just establishing dominance.
Oh, what a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me?
Timed his defense perfectly.
Oh, a springboard stunner by Cena.
All the way up. Sidewalk slam delivered.
Oh, a knee.
Lights out.
Boom. She turns that attack away. Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection.
John Cena won't come back from that.
Look at this, Byron. Figure four head surgery draining all the energy out of the opposition. Can John Cena find a way?
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
And all of a sudden, the complexion of this match has changed with the introduction of the sledgehammer.
It is clear that he is in excruciating pain here.
His body truly can't. Cena powering up his opponent into position for the AA. Hit it again, and that's got to be it.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
My goodness, look at how tight the submission's locked in. She can't stay in this for long.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. Narrowly escaping there. Oh, man.
Ooh, what a damaging blow. Oh, dragon screw ankle breaker.
Into the ankle breaker.
The crowd is behind Charlotte, and she knows it.
That's what they call it, a hot shot.
Back into the ring now.
John Cena setting him up.
Cena delivers a five-knuckle shuffle. You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. Michael Cole, the Queen, could be moments away from submitting.
Taps out.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Big Match John getting the job done again. This is what Cena does, people.
It was definitely a valiant effort by Charlotte. I have a feeling we're about to learn a lot about these superstars and what makes them tick in this Extreme Rules match.
These matches always stress me out. An environment like this can turn a superstar into someone they never thought they'd become.
Or you could say this match reveals a superstar's true colors, Saxton. That's far more likely.
Uh-oh. And back elbow creates separation. Ouch.
Drop kick!
Great athleticism. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
And an answer from her. Lock it in. The Dragon Sleeper. Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Got the front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Looks like Cena might not have his head fully in the match at this moment, guys.
And you have to admit, all that training Charlotte puts in paid dividends there. Anything goes in this match, and we're going to see just how true that is tonight.
We're also about to see who can endure the most punishment, Saxton. Plenty of superstars can dish it out, but the ones who can take it and keep fighting are who this type of match is made for.
You have a point, Corey. There's a certain toughness that comes out of an Extreme Rules match.
Followed by a stomp.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. He gets back into the ring. Cena's still divisive as ever with the WWE Universe, but you can't deny his legacy.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
An overbearing assault on Charlotte now.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here. From the top, the leader of the C-Nation uncorks a thunderous chop. Big boot!
Right there, Charlotte showed that picture-perfect combination of domination and devastation. He avoids the contact.
Nice running crossbody. Sharp knee.
Uh-oh, something big is coming.
Cena reaching deep into his bag of tricks for that springboard stunner.
And this one's taken to the outside.
She saw that coming.
Caught in a bad spot.
Backbreaker. Smart, attacking the arm.
Back into the ring she comes. He's ready to take this match to the outside.
Oh, ouch. Escaped that in a hurry.
Deadlift. Into a sit-out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact.
He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Might be time to look for exit strategies, gentlemen.
Ooh. Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
A table! And guys, I don't think there will be any place settings.
Oh my gosh, going head on into the stairs.
Charlotte has flight in mind.
And now the hunter has a weak prey about
Up high!
good Lord, taking flight.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold.
Nice escape.
Just like that. She turned it around. brought back into the ring from the floor now.
He got out of dodge just in time.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
Bow to the crowd, it's over.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
A demeaning gaze painted on Flair's face. Ooh.
Charlotte now showing off her wide arsenal.
Charlotte exhibiting that genetic superiority.
The Queen stepping through. Here's the figure 4.
Yeah, now she's got to bridge into the figure 8 if she can do it. She's going to put this one away. And there it is. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Stalking here could be a prelude to something big.
Boom! Good defense from him.
And
There's a shoulder tackle. Fly through the air once again with yet another shoulder tackle. Gonna finish this sequence with a big slam.
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
The five-knuckle shuffle.
Cena's showing him how it's done there.
No, oh no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. A single leg camel clutch and a great counter. Ooh.
Sliding out of danger there.
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Nasty chop delivered by Shaw. Natural selection. Look at this, Byron. Figure 4 head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Just excruciating pain. There's no way you can...
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. Here she goes, sliding back into the ring.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. Listen to this crowd. What a feeling.
And these superstars are feeling it too.
The Queen is looking to put this thing away.
Figure 4 locked in. She's got a bridge, Corey. Figure. And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
She's taking things to the floor here.
And you know she means business since she went with the sledgehammer.
He quickly gets out of dodge.
Everyone watching this is on pins and needles. What a match.
A battle for the ages. You can't help but get amped.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. What a counter. Oh, my!
Able to slip out of that one.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
And Charlotte is being controlled here.
Charlotte's got to get it together to avoid disaster.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Ooh!
Oh, man.
Climbing up the corner.
Sky high. What?
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Ooh!
And she's returning fire.
Charlotte might be waking up.
Yeah, Charlotte able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
One step ahead there. Clothesline. So effective. Cena's bringing out his full arsenal.
Cena putting himself in the driver's seat.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Finds the table, and guys, I do not see the table being long for this world.
Oh, heavy contact. contact into the steel steps. Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be up high. Whoa, look out. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Big elbow drop.
And Charlotte can't find an answer for these attacks.
Charlotte needs to find a way to reverse her fortunes.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through.
Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer.
Charlotte just rubbing it in now. Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
Head being targeted again, it seems.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Into the ankle breaker. Weakening the leg with Charlotte Flair tying up her opponent in the figure four leg lock. Can she exacerbate the pain?
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Nice job dodging contact there.
Charlotte maintaining a ruthless attack.
Charlotte displaying all of her ability.
Whoa. Flair stepping through, has it locked in, figure four. Perhaps looking for the bridge, there it is.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. Looking as locked in as ever. I think we know what's coming.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. She goes back into the ring.
John Cena.
Attitude adjustment from Cena.
Cena can put it up. The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
She's in trouble. How much more can she endure? How much more does she have left? Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken. Looking to crush the hamstring. Oh. Another one? Crush the hamstring. Driving face first. She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
And she's wasting no time kicking things up by bringing this chair into play.
Getting out of harm's way.
Cena, look at this power onto his shoulders. Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Flair delivering the chop.
Natural selection.
It's over. You can't survive that again.
This is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
You know, just
a single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
But the front face lock applied. A nice suplex.
he's able to slip away from that. Barrage of strikes by Charlotte in the corner now, all the way up to the top.
Oh, wow, the first one didn't, but the second one landed.
Incredible.
And outside she goes. What's her plan here? Fishing for something beneath the ring.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick. Looks like she's going to shake it off, but she needs to make sure to protect her head better.
Oh,
Kick right to the spine.
turning the tables. And now thrown back into the ring. Climbing up, she got something big planned here.
Rising up on spaghetti legs. This is not where you want to...
Flying.
Corkscrew senton.
Effective dodge there.
Oh, clothesline.
Oh, basically hammering their opponent into the floor. Ouch! Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection. Cena's in trouble. Cena's in trouble.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. He is struggling to find an escape, but
Let's go under submission hold.
not sure what she's got planned here. And avoids taking any damage.
Cena powering up his opponent into position. Attitude adjustment.
Does Cena put...
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Submission locked in. Trying to break the hold and is able to do a critical escape there.
Nice hip toss.
Oh my God, a steel chair!
In position, waiting for an opening.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Just whipped into the table. Oh my gosh.
Table launch right at their opponent.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Has control of their opponent.
Fall away slam into a kip up. And I'm concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
Yeah, there's only so much your body can take before it gives out completely.
Into the knee drop. Charlotte Flair measuring her up. Drops the knee.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Cena has to find a way to reassert himself. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Can John Cena find a way to escape this predicament?
Cena needs to find an escape route.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Backbreaker. Charlotte Flair. The first step is the figure, and Charlotte now bridging up.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
She's looking for something under the ring to even her odds here.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Oh, man.
Momentum is all with the Queen now.
The Queen is holding the leverage in this match.
Oh, look at this. She's wedging the chair between the top and second turnbuckle.
It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch or two.
Yeah, she's definitely got something big planned with this table.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Cena, look at this power. Onto his shoulders. Attitude adjustment.
Nothing Charlotte Flair can do.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. This is not where she wants to be. She has to fight out of this.
Will she tap? And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
He answers right back.
Locks in the gut wrench.
Suplex.
And I really don't like the looks of this, guys. She's favoring her torso here.
Yeah, taking damage like that to your midsection makes it hard to breathe. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave her well.
Catches the kick.
And a punch. Measured up and full strike. Strong kick.
With a speed bag. Using the elbow as a weapon. And Charlotte is being controlled here.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here.
Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target here.
Cena.
What? They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Trampling the opposition.
On the heel hook. Stretch. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture.
And enters back into the ring.
Would you? That's what she gets for turning her attention away from this match.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
And to finish things off.
Absolutely shattering the table.
Incredible impact.
He managed to avoid that offense. Right on the neck.
Cena is showing zero restraint.
Cena's showing that trademark ruthless aggression. Ow!
Dodges away. Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte.
Natural selection by Charlotte.
Look at this, Byron. Figure four head scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
The more he fights, the more pain he's in. She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
And she's fine taking this to the outside. Coming back from the outside now. Just bashing them with that hammer.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God. This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Positioned on the middle turnbuckle, looking for it. Neck breaker. The Queen looking to finish things off. Here's the figure four.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring. And clothesline. Amazing. Eyes on her opponent and hands swinging a sledgehammer.
Cena's getting dominated.
Cena needs to find some energy fast. And this is really getting out of hand.
Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte, let's go in her submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here.
Just trying to pound her opponent into the ground even further.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Back suplex. Cena doing what he can to alter the beatdown.
Cena still has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
And he avoids what was coming.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Charlotte with a barrage of strikes in the corner, now looking to up the ante. On the top rope, catches himself.
Wow, the first one didn't, but the second one landed.
Incredible.
You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up the table. A ferocious attack put on here by Flair. Flair is making the opposition bow down.
Oh, crushing the knee here.
Able to make a timely escape. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Going to finish things off.
From behind, chop block. Charlotte might be waking up.
But Charlotte still has more to do to get this fully in her favor. And all that's left is one thing, one finishing touch.
Taking this match to the outside.
Charlotte clearly not thinking much of her opponent right here.
Ruthless chop block. And Cena is taking out a lot of offense now.
Cena having trouble getting his bearings. Oh, man, Charlotte just bending that leg to her will.
Debilitating attack on the leg.
It's like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
Oh, my God. He gets out of the way.
The speed with that elbow was mind-blowing.
Oh, look at this. This is going to be nasty. Exploder suplex into the corner. Flair now is dictating the pace.
Charlotte's really turning it up, that's for sure.
Misses the target.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club. Nice drop kick, so precise.
Here we go! Follow, knuckle, shuffle.
And she's taking a lot of damage. Carl, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Bending the body in ways it shouldn't be bending.
It's all just too much pressure. I don't know how she can handle this.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
And he now slides back into the ring.
Letting everyone know he's got full intent on using that kendo stick.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
And she's clearly got devious intentions in her mind here. Boom! A handstand
Into the knee drop.
Oh, Charlotte Flair steps through. Here we go. Figure eight. Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
Figure four locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Cena is the corner up.
Attitude adjustment. He's not done yet. Powering through. John looking for another one.
One more time. No! Attitude adjustment.
Business here is all but over. The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. She's fully locked into submission now. Does she have the will to break this hold?
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. Charlotte Flair. A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Big time power slam.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Connects the fist to the face. Great counter. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off. Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver.
Spear by Charlotte.
A handstand into a double knee drop.
Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte. And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Oh no. Driving down with the sledgehammer.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me. What a chop.
That'll light you up.
Oh, that hurt.
Target acquired. This only ends one way.
And we've watched him target that arm for some time now. Back suplex.
Trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
Sliding out of danger there.
Boom, DDT.
Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
And he turned it around. And he re-enters into the ring. Cena! To an adjustment!
Is that all Cena needs?
What you doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
This is the most compromising position she can be in.
She has tap out. There it is. Oh, man.
Huge sidewalk slam. And there's more damage getting piled onto Charlotte.
Cena knows it's crunch time. The time where the greats come up in the clutch.
Ooh, DDT.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
She dodges out of the way.
What a display of strength here.
Press slam. Cena ready to close it out.
You can't see me.
And the five-knuckle shuffle.
Oh, she manages to reverse it.
Charlotte showing she's
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Attitude adjustment.
and that could doom Charlotte.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. The queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Elbow finds its mark.
Charlotte is losing grasp of this match now.
Charlotte's got to find a way to put her best foot forward here.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. just stomping down.
Got out of the way.
And the Queen hits a spear.
Oh, strong impact. And Charlotte displaying this kind of demeanor must be an inherited trait.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
He manages to slip out of the way. Pulls their opponent in. Belly to belly.
Cena looking to tie his opponent up.
Looking for the STF submit. Taps out from the excruciating pain.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Big Match John getting the job done again. This is what Cena does, people.
It was definitely a valiant effort by Charlotte. She has nothing to regret after a match like this.
And honestly, I can't wait to see the rematch. You just can't go wrong with Cena versus Charlotte.